Hi friends, today we'll discuss about something different from banking. So today my video is useful for the people who are working in software industry and working in banking projects. So today what I'll do what to test, how to test, why to test a fixed deposit account. Today's my video is useful for the people who are working in a banking projects. So normally these testers will come from the technical background. Sometimes they'll have a banking exposure. Sometimes they'll have a less exposure to banking. So today my video it will give a 100% knowledge on fixed deposit account, and same way when you are testing, so you can always remember like okay, we have to test these things also while testing fixed deposit account. So everybody knows like what is testing, system satisfies requirements. So client gives the requirements, that requirements will be should be available in our system. A system can be an application or it can be a component where all the requirements should be available in my system. So my system satisfies the requirement means then who will verify this one? Verification and validation done by the testers. So finally testing means system satisfies requirement. Testing, it not only testing, it covers like process and quality also. So quality means process, products, services, everything includes in quality. So when you do a thorough testing, your first will be like you will satisfy all the requirement. Second will be you are delivering a high quality product. So today we'll do some basic things also when you are testing a banking application. Not only functionality or calculations or interest, spelling. So lot of banking applications will verify lot of spelling mistakes. So it may be whether you have covered a test case for the spellings or not, I don't know, but you have to see like whenever you are testing a banking application, always you see that spellings are correct. So in my example again, interest only e is missing, but total meaning it has gone. So while testing a banking application, always you verify spelling and standard. So in my example I given what is right and what is wrong. So in entire my application, fixed deposit means fixed deposit account means everywhere I have to mention fixed deposit account only. Somewhere I'll mention at FD account, somewhere fixed account, somewhere FDAC number. So you have to maintain a standard. So across the application, everywhere you mention fixed deposit account instead of mentioned as FD account, FDNO, fixed ACC. Okay, you maintain the standard wording. Alignment. Always you see that numeric right alignment, alphanumeric left alignment, then it looks good. So normally what happens now when application goes to the client, before testing functionality, what he'll do, he'll first verify the alignment or spelling mistakes or standard efforts. These things will be verified by the client in UAT. So if it is a decimal, everywhere you maintain a 2 decimal. In some screens you see that there won't be any decimal. Some screens it will be 2 decimal. Some screens it will be 4 decimals. These are wrong. Right means everywhere you mention 2 decimal only. And the today's whatever you are discussing fixed deposit, in some areas it will be called as term deposit, time deposit, fixed deposit or fixed saver. Name may be different but functionality will be same. So in parameters, there will be 3 types of parameters. Institutional parameters means in as an institution. So as a bank, you have some parameters like as a bank, I can open maximum number of accounts. I can open a maximum amount, and I have a ceiling for the maximum number of customers. And these will be for my institution. And second level will be my product level. Product level means you have a different product under one product. For example, I'm opening a savings account for students. I have different parameters. I am opening savings account for a salaried person. I am opening a savings account for retired people. I have different product parameters. In that parameters, we have a start date, end date of a product, and minimum maximum amount of a product, and whether it is tax is applicable or not. What is the interest posting frequency? It is monthly, quarterly, half yearly. And if you come to account level parameters, it will be like penal interest, account wise penal interest, and tax, charges, rate of interest. These are the account level parameters. So while testing a fixed saver account or fixed deposit, you have to verify all the parameters, individual parameter. So in my fixed saver product, I mentioned like deposit amount should be between 5,000 to 1 lakh. So right is, if I open a deposit for 10,000, 25,000, 55,000, this is right. You want to go for a negative and wrong scenarios, open a deposit for 4,000, 2,500 or 2 lakhs. So these are the negative scenarios. And maker checker. You know what is maker checker? So in a bank, all activities should be done by two people. So one person is doing a activity, another person should be approved. So in my bank, maker checker is there means account is opened by X means it cannot be approved by X. It can be approved by Y or it can be approved by Z. So in my scenarios, first scenario is wrong. Opened by X and approved by X is wrong. Second scenario, X is opened, approved by Y, or Y is opened, approved by Z. This is correct scenario. And I'll say pre-closure, no. Pre-closure no means you can't close your deposit before maturity date. My scenario says open date is 1st January and maturity date is 1st January 2021. So in my parameter, in my product level, they said pre-closure no. So I can't close my deposit before 1st January 2021. Means I can't close my deposit on 26th December 2020. This is a wrong scenario, negative scenario. I can close my deposit on 1st January or 10th January. After 1st January, it is not pre-closure. So this is talks about pre-closure. So what is this? I have a product. This product I can't use it for as a collateral for a loan because I can't take a loan against this deposit. In my product level, I say there is no loan. You can't link this deposit to a loan. If I say yes, I can link this deposit to a loan and I can take a loan. For example, I have 1 lakh worth of deposit. I can take 90% means 90,000 or 85,000 loan. So now I can link my deposit to a loan in my second scenario. If this is loan is yes, if loan is no means I can't take not even 1 rupee from loan from this deposit. And my scenario says interest posting monthly. See, for example, I open a deposit on 1st January 2021. Monthly interest posting means on 1st February interest should be posted to my account. If I say interest posting quarterly means I opened a deposit on 1st January, so interest will be posted on 1st April because quarterly means 3 months, monthly means 1 month. So these things also you have to verify while testing fixed deposit account or fixed saver account. Levels. So in branches, they'll have a multiple people are working on deposits. So every person will have a different levels. Like I have some different power. I can open a deposit up to 45,000. Another person can be open up to 1 lakh. So in my example, user 1 limit up to 50,000. User 2 limit up to 1 lakh rupees. So in my scenario, deposit opened by user 1 45,000 because below 50,000 it is right scenario. Deposit opened by user 2 99,000. Yes, he has a limit of 99,000. Up to 1 lakh he can open a deposit. So this is a right scenario. But deposit opened by user 2 for 1 lakh 99,000 because he has a limit up to 1 lakh only. He can't open a deposit more than 1 lakh. So this is a negative scenario and wrong scenario. So while testing a fixed deposit, please remember these levels also. Override. So override means some charge is there, you want to give a waiver of. So in my scenario, I said like if you want to open a deposit for 1 year and you want to pre-close, I said 1% penalty is there. So while closing, system has charged 1%. Now is a good customer and a reputed customer for a bank. You want to give a waiver. So who has the permission? Only branch manager has the permission. So with the branch manager user ID only, I can override the penal interest. So these things also you have to test while doing a fixed deposit testing. Charges. So in my scenario, what I said, while deposit opening, I said 100 rupees charges are there. So when I open a deposit, I'll take 1 lakh 100 rupees from the customer, but 100 rupees will be my charges. It will goes to my income. 1 lakh rupees will be opened a deposit. So if any charges is included in your requirement, please test this charges also. If deposits are lock-in period, yes, you can see lot of deposits are lock-in period, 1 year lock-in, 5 years lock-in, 3 years lock-in. So lock-in period means if you open a deposit today, if I say 5 years lock-in, so for another 5 years you can't close these deposits, but you can receive interest from these accounts. My scenario is like I opened on 1st January, lock-in period will be up to 31st December 2024. 1st January 2025, yes, I can withdraw money from my deposit. So lock-in period is there means you have to test it. So deposit should be closed before 2024 is not allowed. Maturity instructions. Always you go to any country, all the deposits will have a maturity. So if you open a deposit today for 1 year, after 1 year deposit will be matured. On maturity you can say like new deposit created means entire amount will go to a new deposit, or on maturity you can say 50 will be renewed and 50 will be transferred to customer account, or on maturity 100% I want to transfer to customer account, or on maturity I can say no instructions means not known. So while testing a fixed deposit, you have to test all these maturity instructions also. Tax product level, I can say these deposits are tax yes or no. Whatever the interest earned on these deposits attracts tax. Then I say yes means whenever you are paying interest on these deposits, you have to deduct the tax and net amount only credited to customer account. If it is no TDS, no tax, then gross amount you can give it to the customer. So while testing fixed deposit accounts, you have to verify whether these deposits tax applicable or not. And sometimes we'll say like we can issue a debit card to a fixed saver. Whenever you want to money, you can withdraw. So in product level, you can mention debit card yes or no. If it is yes, yes, you can issue a debit card to the fixed saver account. And if it says no, you can't issue a debit card. And I say no, but system is allowed to issue a card, then it is a wrong scenario, negative scenario. These things also you have to test while testing fixed saver accounts. Interest in and out. So interest in means interest should be credited to same fixed deposit account. Interest out means it can be credited to customer's operative account. Operative account can be in same bank or other bank, it can be transferred. But interest, you said interest out and you are crediting interest to the same deposit account is a negative scenario. Interest payment date. So while opening a fixed deposit, you said I want interest every month, monthly interest I want to withdraw, and they'll ask you like what is the date you want to withdraw. So you're given as every month 5th I want to withdraw my interest. So in my example, what I did, I opened a deposit on 1st January. So next month 5th I can withdraw my interest. So from 1st January to 4th February, interest will be credited and it is ready for the withdrawal. Customer can withdraw. So this is a right scenario. Okay. And interest is credited on 6th or 7th. It is a wrong scenario because you are selected as 5th. On 5th, interest should be credited to customer's operative account. This is a correct scenario. And interest calculation. So while interest calculation, you have to take you have to say like what is the amount, what is the percentage per annum, what is the number of days you are calculating interest. For example, 10,000 rupees 10%, and it is a leap year 366 days. then 31 days you are calculating interest. You have to use the perfect calculation, and customer says 2 decimal, then interest should be calculated under 2 decimal, and same interest should be credited to customer's operative account. So another scenario, product level, they'll say like these deposits can be opened in USD and INR. So deposit should be created in USD is right scenario, and deposit should not be created in GBP because we are allowing for USD and INR. This is a wrong scenario, negative scenario. So these things also you have to test it while testing a fixed deposit account. And nominee, okay, in product level, if you say yes, deposit should be opened with the nominee details only. If they'll say optional, with or without, you can open a deposit. But if they say mandatory and without nominee details, if your account is open, this is a negative scenario, wrong scenario. You have to test nominee details, mandatory option, account statement. So when you open a deposit and you got the interest and you withdrawn interest, if you generate account statement should be clear. If you have opened a deposit on 1st January, from where you have taken the money. So we have taken money from the customer savings bank account. What is the number? So on 1st February, if you have credited interest, clearly you have to mention interest posted. So 1000 rupees. Then interest transferred to savings bank account. But customer has requested like every month interest should be transferred to my savings bank account. These things clearly should be mentioned in your account statement. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends also.